This is a copy of our Natrona County High School annual, our senior year of 1959, when Dick and I were classmates, and along with Lynne, we were all in the same class together. I think the first one we'll look at is a picture of Dick and Lynne coming down the stairways at their our junior-senior prom. That happens to be a picture when we were all juniors. Okay, this next page is a picture of Dick when he was a junior also, right there. That's Dick, and that was the group of individuals from our class that were picked to go to the conference every summer that they have down at the Wyoming State Fairgrounds. He was picked to that. It's some of the better students, I might say, the higher grades. And Boys State is what it was actually called. And then they had Girls State also, of which Lynne, and this picture over here on the next page happens to be a picture of Lynne, and when she was getting ready to go down to Girls State too. I moved here at the starting of the 8th grade, and that's when I think Dick and Lynne were both moving in about the same time. We all met each other right the first of that school year, and knew each other then for the next 5 years. You know, we'd all go to the same parties and we'd go to the same dances and everything, but they never dated until I think they were seniors, because everybody just kind of commingled with everybody else. It was not like it is today. They were very popular, of course, and Lynne was a baton twirler in front of our high school marching band, and yeah, everybody knew him though. The school's not that big. This is the student council page, and Dick's happens to be right there. He was our class president, and then down below is Pat Ellis, and then this is Lou Sturbois, who was quite an interesting figure in the U.S. military. He went on and made a military career, and then this is Paula Berry. Now, the next thing we can maybe take a look at here, this is when we're beginning our senior year. And this was our class officers at that time. And see, Dick's back in here as a class officer that year, and so was this young lady. And then these two are new class officers, this one, and this happened to be our two class sponsors. Looking back on things now, you can see where he was geared for where he did finally go. At the time, at least I didn't know, as much as I ran around with him, that he was interested in politics. I think he got into that after he got into college, but yeah, he was always a class leader, and he was one of the alternate team captains in football. We rotated that position, and he was just always one of the leaders. This is Dick Cheney's senior class picture, and I would guess at that time Dick was probably 17 years old. I would guess 17 or maybe 18. Now this next page happens to be some of the seniors in our class, or some of our football team, and it happened to be not all seniors, but some seniors. And in this picture, this happens to be myself, lucky enough to get in there with those guys. But this is Dick Cheney over here, and then this is Tom Fake, who was one of Dick's real good friends that he ended up going to college with. They went back to Yale together, and then they both moved back to Wyoming together. And then this down here is Joe Myers, who ended up being Secretary of State for the state of Wyoming and state treasurer, and he and Dick were longtime political friends. After high school, Dick and Lynne both went off to college. They went their separate ways, and Dick went back east to Yale, and they kept in touch. He didn't like that being back there in her hair, but then he did finally transfer back to Wyoming and finished his college career down there, and then that's when he went into the political circles, and we stayed together, you know, in touch with each other, and would see each other at class reunions, and once in a while we'd get together and go fishing in the summer or something. But kind of ironic, in 2 weeks we have our 55th class reunion coming up, and as of right now, Dick and Lynne will be there.